Morning class. Today we will be doing a hands-on project.
Teacher, isn't math always a hands-on project?
That's true, but today we are going to be the math. I will be giving each of you a piece of paper with a slope or y-intercept on it. But first, I want everyone to move their desks to the outer edge of the classroom. Okay, I want my two student helpers, who I have already explained this to, please step forward and stand in your correct places.
In this video, we will be acting out linear equations. We have built a life-size graph on the floor of this room to help with this lesson. In this example, the equation I gave my students was y is equal to 3/4 x plus 1. So the students started at the y-intercept of +1, and from there went up 3 and right 4 to find the second point of their linear equation, and made the line connecting the 2 points.
Now let's see how they did this. First, we need to look at the equation. Y is equal to mx plus b, which we call the slope-intercept form of a linear equation. On each paper I gave my students, I wrote either slope or the y-intercept. How do we know where each one goes? For the y-intercept, we simply put that number in place of the b. For the slope, we put that number in place of the m. Now let's compare our previous equation with the slope-intercept equation. We can easily see now that 3/4 is the slope of the equation, and that the 1 is the y-intercept of the equation. Let's discuss how to use the slope and y-intercept on the graph now. Now let us start with the y-intercept. It is where the line crosses over the y-axis on our graph. We can then use the slope to find our second point on the graph. The number on top of the fraction, called the numerator, tells us how many points to go up on our graph. The number on the bottom of the fraction, called the denominator, tells us how many points to go right on our graph. Now, if the slope has a negative sign in front of it, we have a change in the direction that from our y-intercept point. If the numerator is negative, instead of going up, we go down. But if the denominator has a negative, we go left instead of right on our graph. Now, will the students who fit the equation y equals -1/3 x minus 2, please come to the graph.
Now with this equation, we want them both to start at y is equal to -2. From there, the slope should choose to go left 3 or down 1. In this case, they have chosen to go down 1. This then forces them to go right 3, and they have found their second point.
Now, students fitting the graph, y equals -1/4 x minus 3. Will you please come to the graph? back to where you moved them from.
So what do you guys think of that last run? Did you see that big jump at the end? I really
Yeah.
liked that one. That one was, if I could hit that one again, love it.
Right. I almost hurt it.
Oh, students! What a coincidence running into you here and enjoying the snow.
Yeah.
It's not
I think
bad.
Nice, yeah. So, how would you guys like to earn some extra credit?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
all right.
Okay. All right. Based on the lesson we had in class today, calculate a linear equation from here to the top of the mountain.
What?
This one. And the middle one.